Hey everyone. Okay, so Whitney just went for the weekend and spoke with Eric Worre, and she had a lot of great tips and information. And also, my brother, he's like an entrepreneur as well, and he came up and he was asking me all these questions because he's been reading these business books, and it really got my gears turning. So I hope this helps all of you because it really helps me. Okay, I want everyone to remember this. I have my little notes right here, so I'm looking down. Um, Not everyone will, but anyone can. So not everyone is going to do what it takes, to be successful and to build a business. But really anybody can do it. Also, don't be sad about don't compare your chapter 1 to somebody else's chapter 20. It doesn't get you anywhere and it just makes you sad. Be happy for them that they built something and know that your time is coming too. As long as you work every day. These people that our Black Stars leaders and everything, they work for it every single day, and you are totally capable of it too, as long as you're working your business every day. We all started with one. It's ourselves. We're all building our businesses. We're all capable of doing what it takes to get to the top. We just have to put the time in. Eric actually told Whitney that this whole unique thing with everybody launching to the top and skyrocketing as fast as it's going is not normal. We're not in a normal company at all. These numbers are crazy. And we are really in something good. So we need to read and we need to buckle down and we need to figure out what we're good at and what it's going to take to get us to where we want to be. Let's see here. So here's some questions. Let's see here. So you want to never, when you want to look at something, you want to just know you never lose. Okay? When you try something, you want to say this: I never lose. I win or I learn. The only way that you're ever going to lose is if you quit. You're going to use everything as a learning curve. And with direct sales, a lot of people who are above you have already been doing it. So you're learning from their mistakes as well. And something that might work for me may not work for you. Or something that might work for you may not work for me, because we're all different. So it's all trial and error. But you're not failing because you're trying. And then down the road, you'll say, oh my gosh, I remember when I started and I was doing this and it just wasn't working for me. And then later down to now your downline can just cut that off because they know it didn't work. And you just saved them time. So it's all duplication. Okay, here's some questions that I would love for you to ask yourself. Okay, this is going to kind of determine where you belong with your company. What are your strengths? I want you to really, really think about what are you really good at? You good at hosting parties? I'm not. I'm not. Are you really good at recruiting? I am. I love it. That's my favorite part. I love getting everybody onto this. My strengths are photography, marketing. I love to learn. Am I really book smart? No, I'm not. but I'm not going to change myself, and I'm not going to learn grammar right now because for me, it's a waste of my time. I want to look at my strengths and keep on improving on my strengths, on my recruiting, on my photography, on things that are working for my business. That's what I want to focus on. And my sister-in-law, who, she's like the best teacher ever. Megan is the best teacher. So, we have the same name. But, so for me, when I'm trying to get everything out and I'm trying to train and teach and it's all coming mumbled jumbled out, she can take everything I say and she makes it into this pretty perfect document that everybody can understand. So her and I work so well together. So it's always good to find somebody on your downline or someone that you know and play off of each other's strengths and weaknesses. Figure out what you're good at, figure out what they're good at, and see if they complement one another. Megan and I complement one another. I love having her because we work so well together as a team. Also, I'm really not good at, I have really high anxiety, and it's really hard for me to go different places and alone. I don't like doing it or like talking in front of a crowd or whatever. But if she's with me, I'm okay. I'm like, okay, we can totally do this. She's with me. So figure out, how you work, what your strengths are, what your weaknesses are, and find someone who's compatible with you to work with. And then it makes everything that much more fun too, because you're doing it with somebody. That works for me. You might work alone, and that's okay too. What are your values? Are your values lining up with the company's values? We're here to empower and validate women and build everybody up. But do you agree with that? My values totally align with what we're doing. I love this whole helping everybody and changing lives. It's totally up my alley. Also, how do you learn? Everybody learns differently. I'd love to know. I'd love for you guys to even comment below and tell me what way you learn. School for me is torture. Torture. I'm not a good reader, so I download all the like the whatever they are, the books you listen to. I'm having a brain fog. Are you a reader or are you a listener? Do you work well with people or are you a loner? If you do work well with people, are you more of a leader? Are you a coach, a mentor? Do you like just being a part of the team? Are you just a team member? Or are you more subordinate, which is like the vice president versus the president? How do you work? Do you produce results better as a decision maker or an advisor? Do you perform better under stress or in a predictable environment? I work much better in a predictable environment. That's why I like this. It is duplication. Everything is repetitive. I stink at sports because I can't handle the pressure. But this works for me. Let's see here. Okay. It is this really like resonated with me. Hold on a second. Ooh. Okay. It is easier to turn a confident person into a star performer than it is a competent person into a mediocre performer. An incompetent person into a mediocre performer. Okay. I should probably read that again. I totally mumbled on it. It's easier to turn a competent person into a star performer than it is to turn an incompetent person into a mediocre performer. So that's why I'm asking you all these questions and to try to figure out where you are and where you want to be in your business. If someone comes up to you and is like, I want to do the direct sales thing, and they really honestly have no